Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another one. Welcome back to the show. It's your favorite YouTuber, Nostalgia. Bong hits, we're back with another one. Man, we have a lot to talk about today. Welcome back, folks. Anyway, man, staying in this new house is interesting. I'm like so used to all my modern luxuries at my other house. It's like staying here feels like I'm camping. That's kind of like my version of camping, is just buying other houses and staying in them for a little bit in a different area, switching it up. But anyway, a lot to talk about. I want to talk about why Pokemon demand has went crazier than even I have ever anticipated. I know I'm saying something that a lot of people already know, but I'm going to throw it out here. The other day, this is an interesting Pokemon story. So, I go to Walmart. There are Chaos Rising packs everywhere, dude. Everywhere. Like, all over the shelves, flooded. There were over 1,000 Chaos Rising packs. And Mega Evolutions and Phantasmal Flames, like in the back. So they had both parts of Walmart flooded with modern sets, and I thought about it. I'm like, should I buy any? But like, there's single pack blisters, like 2-pack blisters, like not MSRP. And I'm like, am I really this desperate? Like, do I really want to just buy all of these right now? And then hope to go resell them? Like, yeah, was it a good price? Like, sort of. Like, when you buy a blister at Walmart, it's like $5.50 plus tax. You're like $6. And they're like selling technically for $7 to $7.50. So, like, you're making like $1 off every one, but like, you wouldn't think it's enough profit for some bonehead to just go buy them all. You know what I mean? Or for them to sell like crazy. And I mean, my God. I came back the next day. They were all fucking gone, bro. Like, I was like, what? I'm like, Chaos fucking Rising blister packs? Like, that are full price? Like, when most of the time people offer you 80% market any fucking way, and they're selling out right now. Like, I'm ready to put my Pokemon collection in front of my house and just be like, everything's for sale. And just let everybody stampede me, dude. Like, that, it's a fucking army like that now. But to see 1,000 packs, like, especially single blisters, I understand the ETB's moving, but like 1,000 some packs, like, that takes like $5,000 in capital to tie up, and like, it just doesn't sound like very pleasant. Maybe make $6,000. I don't know, man. Or they're hoping the prices go up, like, and blisters go up slow, man. Like, that's why I say be very selective. Like, for example, Prismatic, there's the SPC that's supposedly is hitting Walmart today. Sam's Club. The Sam's Club drop. And it's $90, which we'll see if there's any chance of getting those. But I recommend, if you can get them, definitely get them. Like, Prismatic SPC's at €90 a steal. When the reprint's over, they're still $280 on the street. When the reprint's over, they will jump to $400 to $500, just like 151. Clearly, because they quit reprinting the Prismatic PCTBs, and they jumped clear to $550, and they've held there, even though the other products have went down a little bit from reprints. So clearly, they're going to go back up at this point. Like, there's kind of no denying that. Even though other channels are like, oh, Prismatic is wasted opportunity. It really wasn't. I mean, you could, if you bought the Prismatic PCTBs at retail at $50. Like, you got a 10x gain in 2 years, bro. You know, like, Prismatic was an incredible investment if you bought properly. You know, even if you bought them at like 160 when I was saying to buy them on the channel, and saying like you'll never get this price again, you should take advantage of it. They're going to be more expensive. You even turn 160 and you could have bought as many as you wanted back then into 550. Like, that's still a 400% gain in a year. That's unheard of. You know, I know it ain't Pokemon, but like, that is unheard of in real life. Like, a 400% gain in a year. Like, that's insane. It truly is. For an investment, everybody said, oh, it's bad. Prismatic was bad. No, it wasn't. And I don't think it will be long term either. After seeing this demand in Walmart, I'm like, this is truly just going to explode, man. That if you're not holding something, I mean, Gengar VMAX from Fusion, it's almost a $3,000 card now. This up was like 28. Some are selling, I think, in the threes. I mean, the Magikarp from Paldea, I told everyone to buy that at like 3,000 in PSA 10. It's now 5,000. Bubble Mew has just went haywire. The new Gengar from Ascended Heroes exploded in price. Like, if it's in a back at 10. Like, hearing these numbers makes you very bullish as a Sword and Shield holder. Because, in my opinion, the old arts were actually, like, better than most Mega Evolution stuff. Granted, I really like Bubble Mew. I really like the Greninja from Twilight. I really fucking love the Magikarp, you know? Like, those are all fucking good cards. And especially the Greninja. Like, it's so slept on. Like, it's so much better than the new Chaos Rising one. The art is so much stronger. That some of the SIRs, they really remind you of the old art era. And I feel that era, and then going back into Sun and Moon, like, those three eras are going to just explode. Even higher. I mean, Fusion Strike, the booster box is already ripping to $1,200. And it's a killer Gengar set. Look at Phantom Forces. When Phantom Forces hit 5, 6, 7 years old, Phantom Forces was fucking $14,000. And quite frankly, the art in Fusion Strike is more memorable. Like, the Gengar, to me, it's just more memorable, that card is. And it's done nothing but go up. Like, I bought my PSN A10 for $500. It's now $3K. And I still don't even really want to sell it. But, like, Greninja from Twilight, it just went up to $1,200, but there's some natural growth there on that card for a PSA 10 Greninja. It was like $800 when I bought my 420 Greninja, you know? And I still have no desire to sell my 420 Greninja ever. I will never sell that card. It's so fucking rare, dude. Like, I have the only sequential 420 set with Greninja, Espeon, and Lugia. Like, that is the rarest shit I've ever seen in Pokemon. As far as, like, certain numbers aligning with, like, 3 major banger cards and the Greninja being 420. Like, so rare. And that card's starting to see a lot of appreciation. I mean, up to $1,200. That card started at, like, $400 in a PSA 10. It was cheap. Same with Bubble Mew. But the art's good. The Greninja art in Twilight is actually extremely fucking good. And over time, I think it'll age well. But, like, to me, my 420 Greninja's priceless. Like, I wouldn't even sell that set for almost anything. But all these old arts in these sets, like Chilling Reign, the Blaziken, people taking that for granted. That is some of the best art in Pokemon. Like, the old art era and this early Scarlet and Violet era and the team up era, like, those three eras are like some of the best art in Pokemon, hands down. Um, and it's starting to age. Like, it's starting to become vintage. I mean, Phantom Forces, it was 4 to 5 years old when it hit 10,000 a box. Like, I think it was like 5 years old. Fusion Strike is approaching 5 years old, 6 years old. Like, and it's still 1,200 a box. And it showed that it will grow if you wait. You know, it showed that there's growth there because it's grown from $150 to $1,200. I mean, it's shown there's growth. Lost Origin. It's shown there's growth. Chilling Reign. It showed that there's growth. But they have stalled out for a little bit. And then people start to lose hope. And it's like, I really wouldn't sell this stuff right now at all. Like, I think it will get tremendously worse. And the prices have been showing that. The demand's been showing that. But my point is, though, is if you can get a prismatic SPC at the 90 or 200 or less, you're doing good, man. You're doing damn good. Like, that's going to be a set that is memorable. It has ridiculous chase cards. It's going to be just like Mega. I mean, these are the new sets that are bangers. But don't sleep on, like, Sword and Shield booster boxes, too. Because they are getting older. You know? Like, they are getting harder to find. Especially at a good price. But, they should grow. And they might not. Like, it's hard to tell what the hell happened. But, I mean, look at it causing the Eclipse. That set went from like $300 to $4,000. And, like, quite frankly, Fusion Strike, Evolving Skies, like, these are more memorable sets. You know, like, the art was tremendously better. It just feels like there's a stigma against Sword and Shield to, like, scare everyone out before the big pump comes in, you know? And I don't know. Like, I know I'm holding strong still. Like, Pokemon will always be a major part of my position. But, as far as buying new shit goes, I'm very selective. And, like, you should be selective. And I discussed this with my friend the other day that has a massive collection. That you should be selective. And we both discussed, you know, yeah, we missed out on some really good deals because we were selective. Like, he was bitching because he could have bought Bubble Mews for, like, so cheap. And so many other boxes. But we still said, you know what, though? We were selective, though, and we bought what we believed in. And the shit we didn't at the time, we were like, even if you did miss some gains, if you were very selective and just waited for deals, like prismatic SPCs for 90 to, you know, like, even 280 is not terrible, but, like, if you ever see them for 90, like, that's the selective shit you should buy. It's the same thing. It was the same thing with prismatic PCTVs. Like, if you see them for 50, yeah, you still fucking bought them, you know. And for example, like a Chaos Rising ETB, they had them at Walmart. My friend said, and he said they were 70, and he said I didn't buy any. He's like, I was being cheap, and it's like, yeah, even if I found them, it's like 70 for a fucking brand new ETB is pretty shitty when I remember paying like 30 and not wanting to buy them, you know? Like, it's being selective of what you're used to, the prices you're used to, and uh, being patient and waiting until deals and opportunities do come around. And you can't stress that enough. Like, you don't have to be urgent and buy a bunch of shit. You can be reserved and waiting for deals. And, like, deals that you just know are a deal. You know, like, where you don't even got to question it. And that's pretty much the only way to operate in Pokemon right now. Because it's so insane. But, anyway, I want to get into Silver. They talked about Silver on the news. For the first time, Silver, every time that the market opens, it always starts off way down. This is the first time I've ever seen the silver market where it started off way up, uh, which is strange. The news did an article on like shit tons of fake silver being around. That got a lot of views, and about how like pretty much all silver on eBay is fake for the most part. And I think that just kind of helps add to the shortage factor of like when people kind of like realize what silver is like out there that's fake, and they only buy the real shit, and then like everyone's educated enough to buy the real silver that wants it. That should cause a shortage because there's less on the market than people even think there is. And quite frankly, counterfeiting silver, if like you're trying to selling it for like $40, you can make it for like 50 cents. They're gonna make millions of them, billions of them, flooding the market that are fake. That some people hold. They don't know any better, but for those of us that do know better, uh, that helps say something towards a future shortage. Like I personally believe the silver tsunami hasn't even came in yet. Like there is still a massive, massive wave for silver about to hit, and I can't say when because I don't know, but you can just feel it, man. The fundamentals are just so ridiculously there with silver, man. Like 6-year deficit. I mean, but there's so much. There really is. I went over it all on the channel. Government's spending like crazy. You know, like if you don't think $14 trillion in debt, I mean, sorry, $38 trillion in debt will not affect inflation and silver's prices and gold's prices. You're crazy. Especially long term. But anyway, that's everything I wanted to cover in this one. But yeah, keep an eye out for the prismatic SPCs. In the Mew boxes, man. There was one at auction. We almost got it. It went for 7,100 because they didn't take a picture of the back of it. It should have went for like 10K. Me and my friend were gonna bid on it, but I didn't have any money ready to do it. Like I didn't have any money on like digital money to pay for it. I was like, fuck. Would have bought that shit for 7K. I'm so pissed I didn't. I'm like, damn, we'll never see another Mew box. Anyway, but yeah, keep an eye out, man, for those Mew boxes at auction. If you see them go for under 10K, you're doing really good. We watched one sell for 7,200. It was like 7,250 is what the final price was. It set at $6,000 for so long, and then jumped up like an extra 1,000 in the auction, or like in the last 5 minutes. Me and my friend were like, fuck, man. But we were like, shit, we would have bought it even at 72. That box went $4,000 lighter than it should have. Like, because they didn't take pictures of the box right. That people thought it had a rip in the back. That's why you gotta take pictures right. It will cost you money. But yeah. someone lost 4K in profit from that, I'd be so pissed. I wouldn't even sell it for that. But yeah, I probably missed the best Mew box price ever, and I'm pissed I didn't get it. Fucking Southern Islands, man. Hopefully we get it one day on the channel. But anyway, that's all I wanted to cover. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're out.